All right, our next example involves a reciprocal function. So if you see secant, cosecant, cotangent, the best thing to do is to turn it into something in terms of sine, cosine, tangent, because we can get them off of our unit circle. So secant, that is a reciprocal of cosine. So we know, I'm going to rewrite secant as 1 over cosine of x equals 2 square root of 3 over 3. Now I don't want 1 over cosine, I just want cosine. So what we're going to do is go ahead and flip both sides. So I have cosine of x equals 3 over 2 root 3. From here, what I'm going to do is, I know this is not on my unit circle, so I'm going to rationalize. So to get rid of that square root of 3, I'm going to multiply top and bottom by square root of 3. So I have cosine of x equals 3 root 3 all over 2, and then we got square root of 3 times square root of 3. So square root of 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. So these two 3's would cancel. The other thing that you could do is you could say it's 3 square root of 3 over 6. And then if I were to reduce, this becomes 1, this is 2. So what I am solving is cosine of x equals root 3 over 2. So from looking at my unit circle, it's a cosine and it's positive. Remember, cosine are your x values. So where are my x values positive? They are positive in quadrant 1. And it is also positive in quadrant 4. So I know my two answers are going to be in 1 and 4. So you could do you could use your special right triangles or your knowledge of the unit circle to find your answers. Otherwise, your other option is we're trying to find the angle. Every time you try and find an angle, you do cosine inverse on both sides. So I'm going to do this on my calculator. Cosine inverse. Second, cosine inverse of, we had square root of 3 divided by 2, which was 30 degrees. So one answer is x equals 30. So x equals 30 degrees. So up here, this one is my first answer, which is 30 degrees right here. We want distance of 30. So that means I also need to go into quadrant 4, a distance of 30 degrees. Okay, well, remember we go all the way around until I get to here. So the quickest way to do this is it's 360 degrees minus 30 degrees. So the other answer is 330 degrees. And then we go ahead and convert those into radians. So x equals 30 degrees times pi over 180. And if you reduce that 30 over 180, you get pi over 6. You can check it on your calculator. There's one answer in radians because it tells me radians. And x equals, where's my other? 330 degrees times pi over 180. So if I take 330 over 180 and reduce it, we will get 11 pi over 6. So that is my other answer. So those are my two answers. And if you're really good with your unit circle, you would be able to see cosine is your x, and we are finding square root of 3 over 2. So square root of 3 over 2 is here and here. And so we have pi over 6 and 11 pi over 6, which is exactly what we found on this example.